Hello, my name is Mike Marks. I'm the founding partner of the Indian River Consulting Group, and I'm very excited to be one of the participants, or actually speakers, at the upcoming DSG conference that they're having on profit and productivity. I'm one of the early speakers. I'm actually very excited because they gave me one of my favorite subjects, which is sales productivity in the age of artificial intelligence. I love the format of these meetings because I'm giving a 45-minute session. There's going to be a lot of short sessions. So what I'm doing is I'm going to give the participants a framework, understanding what has actually changed, what people are actually doing, and I'm including a lot of subsequent links so that they can do their own research on their own. They can determine what makes sense for them. But part of this whole thing on productivity, when you think about it, is productivity is what's the output you get for a given amount of input. If I can lower the input or raise the output, I'm improving productivity. And one of the issues that we've lived with from the very beginning of field sales was we had to cross-subsidize a lot of things. The most valuable thing a field salesperson can do for you is to actually be calling on a major customer of your competitor and disrupting their supply chain so they choose you as their supplier of choice. That is a non-recurring effort that creates a long-term recurring revenue stream. So it's very powerful. There's so many things that get in the way of a field salesperson doing that because they're expediting, they're sourcing products, they're apologizing for warehouse mess ups, they're doing clerical. I mean, it's nuts. We've just kind of thrown everything at them. So what's happened in the world, especially since the pandemic and digital, the pandemic forced all of us to learn about Zoom and Teams and all this other stuff. And nobody, what's the old Army line? You don't have to like it. You just have to do it. And we all did it. But there's huge breakthroughs in terms of improvements in productivity. And a lot of this has to do with separating market making from market serving. So what I'm basically going to do in this little short 45 minutes is give people a number of examples so they can actually see how it works and see what other people have done. There's some things that are challenging, but the thing that's really interesting, especially when you start looking at technology, and I'm not talking about doing some crammed down CRM system, or because I mean, there's so many things that are all screwed up, frankly. But there's some really powerful things that have worked where the salespeople end up owning these things themselves, and they're going like, "This is a powerful tool." As you see, a lot of the young folks coming into this field, and they're starting to look at how do I be an effective sales rep and move it forward. Field sales is getting very different. Inside sales is managing customer relationships. We're actually talking about the life value of a customer in terms of what they're doing, and we'll share a number of the metrics. And so the participants, when they go back, they can actually measure their effectiveness or lack of effectiveness and see where the holes are. The idea by providing a framework is that people can go through this process, see where their gaps are, see where they're stepping, where they're maybe missing a boat or there's a disconnect. And using that and some of the research links, they can then go in and say, what are the things I need to do to deal with that specific thing? So this is really about action. Peter Drucker, who's the father of modern management, once said that most management decisions aren't decisions at all. They're simply statements of good intention, because to be a real decision, it has to degenerate into work. So the whole theme of the conference, and if you go through and look at the agenda, what I'm excited about, there's a lot of horsepower here. But this isn't about the theory and the things I do. I'm the board of a university. What we do in university is very different than what you're going to see here. And what we're doing is really talking about the how to, and more importantly, the metrics, because frankly, they laugh because I'm probably one of the older speakers. I tell people that back when I was young, I thought it was all about the money. And now that I'm old, I was right. So please come and join, ask hard questions, and you'll get straight answers. Hope to see you.